The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O, the R, the K. Look yourself in the face. Look yourself in the mirror. Ask yourself, are you giving 120% every day? Every play? Give me 120 and don't give me nothing at all. The guy you competing against, you haven't outworked him. You've not outworked the person next to you. You've not out-hustled them. You've not out-grind them. You've not outdone them. You're not locked in. Bring all your passion. Bring heart. Every single game, every single play. Put forth 120% or don't ask nobody to do nothing to you. The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O.
What is up? What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? We got an exciting show today, man. A lot of news came out yesterday. It is Friday. We're gonna get you guys set for the weekend, man. But man, what a great day yesterday for the cryptocurrency market in general, man. What a great day. I don't know how else to say it. You know, just let's just say it, baby. Yo, the SEC keeps stacking up them L's, man. They keep stacking up them losses, man. And XRP, Ripple did it to them again, man. They did it to them again. Had them guys eating crow, baby. So, hey, I'll tell you, it's a great day. I'll tell you what's up, XRP. Yeah, Selma. Good morning, Selma. I'll tell you what's up, XRP, baby. XRP, baby. What's up, Selma? For good morning. Good morning, Dr. P. Good morning, my brother. Good morning. Good morning, Dr. Rob. Good morning. Hope you're doing well. But, man, we got a lot to get into today. A lot going on. XRP gets that big W again. Throws egg on the SEC's face again. Ash, good morning. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Maddie B, good morning. Hope you're doing well as well. Timsky, good morning, man. I get a chance to drop into your stream this morning. I did yesterday, man. Great stream. I was getting ready for today's stream, so I didn't get a chance to drop in. Great stream yesterday, though, man. Love your platform over there. So, yes, dropped in yesterday. So, yo, we got some stuff, man. XRP is what's up, baby. Them boys did it again. And we're going to get into a lot of that here in a minute. I'm going to go through this market. But, yo, XRP, baby, they just keep whittling that case away, man. Whittling it down to like nothing. The only thing left in that case right now is $700 million sale to basically high investors, institutional investors. That's the only thing that's left. Everything else is gone. Everything else is no good anymore. XRP took it to him, won that case. I think it's funny though, because now XRP saying, yo, you got to pay my legal fees, man. So, I mean, will that happen? Probably not. But, yo, I think it's funny. What's up, Elmo? Good morning, my brother. Good morning. But I think it's funny, man. I think it's funny that XRP's taking it to the SEC. I think that when you look at it from the perspective of just the cryptocurrency market in general, the SEC just keeps stacking up these L's. And, pretty soon there ain't going to be nothing left because, Coinbase about to take it to them too, right? So, they better go ahead and settle with Coinbase as well because they're about to get some more egg on their face. Coinbase gets a hold of them too. So, I think it's just funny. I was laughing last night. So, but to go ahead, let's get into this market. Stock market doesn't look like it's going to open up great. Not a shock. A lot of negative news going on. The Asian markets, they closed down the markets in red. They didn't look good at all. Big watch, dude. What is up? The European markets, they didn't open up well today either. Who's up, DG? Yes, all the DGs are in the building today, baby. We got a big day, man. It's a great day in the cryptocurrency market, man. It's a great day, man. Anytime we can stack up wins, big watch, it's a great day, dude. Big watch, dude, man. It's a great day. The European markets woke up this morning as well. They ain't doing too well either. Pre-markets over here in the United States don't look too good either. It just doesn't look good for the stock market today at all. There's a lot going on. You got this Israel war going on. Everybody smash that like button. They're asking for money now. As you know, we'll probably give it to them. And you got a lot of people coming out. Jerome Powell came out and said that the financial system the financial system as it stands right now is unsustainable. That shouldn't be any shocking news to anybody who lives in the United States of America or all the European nations. Actually, it's unsustainable where we're at. I said that a while ago. I'll continue to say it. It's unsustainable to live in these times with this amount of inflation. And that's not only for the United States, that's for all the European markets. That's right, Timsky. Hit that like button, baby. Smash that like button. It's just unsustainable. And something's got to change. Coinbase 73 looks like it's gonna open at 73.10 today. Still down from where we would like it to be, but making a little bit of a move up from yesterday. It's funny. Let's see. Let me fix my chat. It's funny how Yellen and Jerome Powell have different. Yeah, they do have different opinions. Yellen came out the other day and said that the market was actually pretty stable enough to take on these Bitcoin ETFs, and obviously, that's what she thinks, and Yellen thinks that the market in general is doing okay, but Jerome Powell obviously says that we can't keep going down the road that we're going down. I tend to believe that we can't keep going down this road. Something's got to change. We can't keep last month's inflation numbers were terrible. They were actually level from where they were the month before. You can't sustain that way. Mortgages are at a 30-year high, are at a high for like the last 25 years right now. So you can't continue to do that. Something's got to change pretty significantly. I think that during this budget cycle right here that we're in, and we're getting ready to come out of it this year, there's enough fluff there that you'll be able to wade this storm. It's the next budget cycle I'm worried about, where you have to start pricing in a whole bunch of stuff. You have a lot to deal with that you have to price into the next budget cycle, and I think that's where the trouble is going to come. That's where it's going to come. But let's go ahead and get into this cryptocurrency market. I woke up this morning. I was like, hell yeah, let's go, baby. Let's go. Stock market looks like trash. Cryptocurrency market looks phenomenal. It is up to about $1.13 trillion market cap, guys. We were at 1.06 trillion last time we streamed on Wednesday. So we are up to 1.13 trillion. The fear and greed index for Bitcoin sitting at 49. It's in that neutral. Remember, we talked about this a long time ago. This fear and greed index is a lagging indicator, so it always lags a little bit behind. I think tomorrow you'll see this thing in greed. There's no doubt about that. I think we'll see this thing in greed. It's Friday. We're gonna go right to the bubbles. We're gonna celebrate a little bit. We're gonna look at this and celebrate what we got going on over here. But definitely $1.13 trillion is a big push up from where we're at. And you got to be happy about that. That's new money flowing in, guys. So you look at this day chart, it's all in green. Look at Hex up 34.1%. We told you guys, I suggested you guys get into Hex and Pulse Chain like weeks ago. It pumped 32% the other day. Now it's up another 34.1% today. This thing is moving. It's moving up. It's moving to the upside. Again, there's a case out here against Richard Hart, and if this goes along the paths of the SEC's current cases, Richard's in good shape. That's all I'm gonna say. And he's in good shape. We got Bitcoin busted through 30,000 early this morning. Started to come back down just a little bit to $29,932. It is definitely on a little bit of a run today. It's up about 5.1% on the 24-hour. You got Ethereum, guys, sitting at $1,618. What's Elmo saying? 60% up this week. Yeah, Hex is making a big move. I don't know. I got in. I got in when I told you guys to get in. I got in, it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good for me. Ethereum, $1,618 right now. It's up about 4.2% on the day. Ethereum broke this 1,500 mark up into the 1,600s, which I think we're gonna hold this for the weekend. I think Bitcoin definitely gonna go back up to the 30,000 today. Today it's gonna hang around at 30,000. BNB sitting at 215. It's up another 1.8% on the day. BNB, gotta watch BNB. Be careful with BNB because CZ has positive news and then negative news. Positive news and then negative news. This thing keeps teetering back and forth. But I would love to see CZ put the screws to the SEC as well. But we'll see how that thing plays itself out. We'll see. XRP, guys, sitting at 51 cents, guys. Big win for XRP last night. Up 7.4% on the day. This thing went on a ride. This thing went on a little ride last night. It is starting to pull back a little bit today. I thought that the Asian markets would pump it up a little bit more, but you know what? It's all good, man, because the only thing that's left for XRP is this about $700 million pre-sale to institutional investors. That's it. That's the only thing left in this case, man. SRP going to flip BNB. It very well may. BNB's in trouble a little bit. BNB is definitely in trouble a little bit. It keeps fluctuating. It keeps holding on to this $215 to $213 range, somewhere up in there. Which people got to remember, CZ holds about 80% of BNB. He holds about 80% of the supply. So there's a floor set there. But definitely, when you look at XRP where they're at right now, the grass is so green for them right now. News comes post bell. So I think it's going to run. Yeah. I think cryptocurrency market's going to run today. I think we're moving today. I think we're definitely on the upside today in the whole market. You look at $1.13 trillion coming into the market just in a couple days, right? So I think we're gonna run today. Definitely think that we're in for a good day. Polygon is up to 54 cents, guys. This thing just a couple days ago on Wednesday, we're talking about whether this thing was going to fall back down to that 40 cent range, that 49, 48% range. pumped itself back up to 54 cents, up about 5.9% on the day. And it was up to about 56 cents when I first woke up this morning. Started to pull back a little bit, but that's normal, right? Our buddy Chainlink sitting over here at $7.67. It's up about 5% on the 24-hour. Like to see Chainlink get back up to that $8 range. I think it will. I think this thing's gonna go. Definitely think it's gonna go. Got high hopes for that. SHIB's hanging on. It's doing what it's doing. It's up 3% on the 24 hours. It's hanging in there. It's hanging on. It's on life support, but it's hanging on. Stellar, hanging around at 10-cent range. So again, we were talking about this thing possibly falling to that 9-cent range. It's up 5% on the day. So definitely performing well in this market. A lot of cryptos are performing well in this market. This market looks absolutely phenomenal over the past day. Asia market pumped it up. It's up to us to kind of keep it moving this morning after that bell. Hedera, I know you guys are a lot of you guys like HBAR, sitting at that 4-cent range, 4.7. Took a baby run yesterday, just a baby run. You guys know I sold my HBAR a while ago, but you know I know a lot of you guys are in it, so we'll continue to look at the price. Crow, you guys know we're big Crow supporters here, hanging in at 5 cents, 5.2 range. Definitely took a little bit of a push up at at about 2%, 2.3% over the 24-hour. So definitely on a push up there, performing pretty well on the overnight. Quant, $87 here. It's up about 2.5% here. Quant doing pretty well, not too bad. It's hanging on to that $85 to $87 range right there. I'm trying to figure out whether or not that $85 is a floor or if it's going to push down lower before I put any more into it. And then of course we got Hex right here, guys, sitting at 2055. Remember, man, this thing was pushing 10 cents at one point, guys. Definitely pushing way up 66.8% on the week, guys. So if you had any money in Hex when it was way down, when it was down at its floor, you're looking pretty good right now. Caspel is something we don't really talk about here, but something I look at on a daily. It's up about 2.3% right now as well. So Hex sitting pretty well. XRP with a huge win, huge win yesterday. As this case starts to come to a close, and everything starts to close itself out. Like I said, to me, there's really nothing left in the XRP case. To me, everything that's left is a big old nothing burger. It doesn't mean anything. It's just a fine. They're going to negotiate that. They're going to negotiate that fine, and they're going to move on. Life's going to move on. So I'm loving where XRP is right now, and what they have going on with that big win. So definitely XRP is this show stealer over the past 24 hours, guys. There is no doubt about that at all. And I'll tell you, big win. I was happy last night. Getting into some of this news, guys. U.S. Secretary, U.S. Treasury calls for a crackdown on crypto mixers, guys. They want to label crypto mixers basically as money laundering. I agree with them. I've never been a fan of these crypto mixers. I don't like these crypto mixers. I think it puts a bad light on cryptocurrency. These crypto mixers, and I think I'm all about DeFi. I'm all about all that stuff, but I think these crypto mixers are one thing that we do got to get out of the industry. You know, they're bad for business. They're bad for the long term business of crypto, in my opinion. These things they uh, they just reek of money laundering, and all the negative publicity we can get out of cryptocurrency, the better off we're going to be. And I think this crackdown on crypto mixers is probably the right one of the right directions to go. Don't particularly care for them just because of the negative sentiment that it brings to the cryptocurrency industry. And I just I just think I just think that you know it's just time. So I'm in favor of this move here. I think it's a good move if they can get this thing through. I just don't like them. Um, I just do not like them. Brought this up for everybody who's using MetaMask. MetaMask is going to be or has been removed from the Apple Play Store, guys. Apple is getting really tough on Heat. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, Hearts? How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. But Apple's getting really strict on their cryptocurrency wallets. You know, Apple is one of these is the Play Store that's really tough to get things through and get things on. They're removing MetaMask. Hopefully they can work this out between Apple and MetaMask. Keep this thing on the Apple Play Store. But definitely Apple is taking it down for now. So yes. So definitely if you're a MetaMask user and you're on Apple, pay attention to that, because you may have to mirror that wallet to something else. Here's the big one for me, guys. Another big one on top of the XRP news is JP Morgan expects the SEC to approve multiple spot Bitcoin ETFs within months, right? We're talking about early 2024. JP Morgan thinks that that's going to get pushed up a little bit, and they believe that multiple Bitcoin ETFs will get approved. I think that they're not far off. I think that when they do approve the first spot Bitcoin ETF, that there will be multiples approved at the same time. I don't think you're going to see these guys. Approve one at a time. I think they're going to come out and they're going to approve these, and they're going to approve a couple at a time, a couple here, a couple there, and keep that moving, and we'll get to the Ethereum ones. But I do think maybe 3-4 all at once. And I think this is one of the reasons why you see BTC pumping right now is, based off of reports that within the next coming months, we're going to see multiple ETFs approved. Now, if you guys were on the space on Tuesday, we talked about a lot of this stuff, right? We talked about what's going to spark a bull run, right? And we talked about the pending legal cases between you can still use MetaMask on Chrome as an extension. All right. Yeah, you can use it as an extension, but I'm just worried about Apple. When they start removing wallets, Apple's tough. It's hard to come back from that. So, but yeah, there's still that definitely Chrome extension you guys can use through the Chrome browser. Ken, what is up from on the other side of the pond? Happy Friday to you, brother. It is a great Friday. Great Friday. But I do think that we are going to see multiples at one time. And if you go back to that space we had on Tuesday, a lot of us were up there talking about it. Actually, Timsky came up as well and was talking about it. In order for us to get to a bull run, there's multiple things that have to happen. It's not going to be one thing that sparks the bull run, right? And one is clearing up some of these cases that are out there, right? So you have you have the XRP case coming to a close, right? With XRP winning. This case, this is over. You know what I mean? Call it what it wants. This thing's over. XRP handed it to the SEC. This case is over. They'll negotiate that rate for a payback, and the SEC will walk out with a ton of egg on their face, right? And then you got the Coinbase case that's got to get cleared up. And I believe that one's going to get cleared up in short order. I just think, we got to clear some of this mess up. You have the Sam Bankman-Fried trial that's going to come to a close pretty soon. And pretty soon, all these cases will be pretty much cleared up and ready to go. And then you have these Bitcoin spot ETFs that are going to get approved. That's the other thing that's got to happen. We all know that. We talked about that. These things, as we start to see these things get approved, you'll start to see the market come up, and you start to see news now that they're starting to come out. They're starting, we're closer to an approval than we ever were before. And then the Ethereum ETFs will kick in. And then we have to get the markets, the regular markets, under somewhat of a control. And there has to be some acceptance of cryptocurrency, which I think you're starting to see now. In Congress, you're starting to see some acceptance. And when I say acceptance, I mean acceptance of the cryptocurrency industry, that it'll be here long term and that it holds value. And I think you're starting to see this in the United States, in the European nations, definitely in the Asian markets. You're starting to see this. So everything is setting up for that bull. Everything is falling into place exactly where it needs to be. Just gotta get to the finish line, right? I still think that we're looking second half of 2024. I just think that all of these things need to fall into place first, and then we're gonna go to that super cycle. I call it a super cycle. We're going to a super cycle, and I think we're gonna be in a bull run for an extended period of time. It's gonna be a long bull run, guys. So, in my opinion, it'll be a long bull run. So, those of you guys that haven't been through a bull run before, like Selmo's been through a bull run before, Doc has, Elmo has. Not sure if Ken has. I have. Timsky, not sure if he has. But when you get to a bull run, everything changes. And to be in an extended bull run, you guys that have never been in a bull run before will be awfully spoiled. Ken, I'm good. Big watch. That XRP is 90% home. Yeah, it is. And that 1% is insignificant, Big watch. It really is. It doesn't affect the XRP token. It doesn't affect XRP at all. It's a matter of logistics, right? They're doing gymnastics with that, right? So that's the only thing that's left, right? It's a fine is all it is. And right now it's just a negotiation of rates. Basically it is what's going on. So right here's the story. SEC dropped lawsuit against Ripple XRP executives. So this was a clear-cut victory for XRP. This wasn't a negotiation. This wasn't a settlement. This wasn't any of that. This was a straight up victory, right? This was a straight up we don't have a case, we're dropping it. And they did it without prejudice, which means that they can never bring these charges back up again. Can you imagine what an XRP ETF would do to the market? It would be huge. But I think you got to, I think Ripple will get an IPO before they get a ETF. I think the IPO is closer for Ripple than the ETF, because you have to get through these Bitcoin ETFs, and then you got to get through these Ethereum ETFs, and then you can start to roll down to the altcoins. But definitely, I think that they're closer to an IPO, and and I think that's where Ripple's going to go. I think Ripple's headed for an IPO, which will absolutely there's a discussion back and forth in the Ripple community and the XRP community about whether or not an IPO will affect XRP price or not. I definitely think it will. I definitely think it'll send it up. I think it'll definitely send it. It'll send the XRP price if they get an IPO. Some people say it won't. I say it probably will. It'll probably send it, but there's this debate back and forth on whether or not it will. My interpretation is it will. But I can see, let's get through these Bitcoin ETFs and then these Ethereum ETFs, and then I think you will start to see some altcoin ETFs, and maybe even a mixture of ETFs, where you take a couple altcoins and you package them together and you make an ETF. I think you're going to see some of that going on. So we're going to see. I mean, and don't forget, you still have Grayscale sitting out there with their conversion to a Bitcoin Ethereum ETF that was approved by the court, which the SEC did not appeal. So that's in the works and that's coming. And that may be one of the first ones to get approved in that first lump sum. So you still got that out there. Again, another SEC loss in the court cases. They lost that Grayscale case as well. So Grayscale is definitely on a fast track for an ETF conversion, from their trust to a conversion. So definitely a lot going on. But this XRP news, it's bigger than just XRP though. Everybody, it's great for XRP. It's going to send XRP to, it's going to send them closer to this closure, but it's really good for the market, right? Because it's starting to give the market some positive sentiment, and it's starting to clear things up for the market, right? So here's the advantage to this is now, if the SEC goes to sue another cryptocurrency company, they can always refer back to the XRP case as precedent, right? So you have to meet, now the SEC has to meet a higher bar than what was going on in the XRP case, because companies will always look back and say, well, there's precedent here from the XRP case, which makes it law. So, in order for us to be considered anything other than a security, in order for us to be considered a security, we have to meet a higher bar than XRP. So it's going to be hard for the SEC to sue these companies because, the SEC, the XRP, it's a pretty high bar to meet, right? They're pretty extensive companies, pretty high bar to meet. So, you think about it, and a lot of these other altcoins, they don't meet the bar of XRP, which is going to make them a non-security as well. So this thing's bigger than just XRP. This is a cryptocurrency wide win, right? Which is probably one of the reasons you see this market taking off, right? And another reason that you probably see Hex taking off as well, because when you start to look at what Richard Hart was charged with and you refer it back to the XRP case, you can kind of make some assumptions that Hex will use the XRP case to their advantage and probably win. or come up with some sort of settlement that settles the case pretty quick. Coinbase will use a lot of what happened in the Uniswap case to their advantage. It's another, not highly reported, but the SEC took a big loss with Uniswap as well when they lost that case. And Coinbase will use, we covered it here a little bit, but Coinbase will use a lot of that to their advantage, and they'll win their case against the SEC as well, based on them ruling. So there's a lot going on right now, and the SEC is in trouble. They are in trouble, and XRP just put it on them. They put it on them. So ADG, that's an interesting point. Heard and an attorney theorized that the SEC dropping the case, so that they can speed up a process to appeal. Yeah, they can speed up a process to the appeal, but what are they appealing, right? Because you're gonna appeal the fact, I don't see the SEC having a case to appeal Judge Torres's ruling. I mean, it was already turned down. Their motion for appeal was already turned down. This case that they just settled is without prejudice, which means that they can't bring these charges back up against Garlinghouse and them guys. So these charges will never see the light of day again. So what are you really appealing? I mean, if they want to appeal the fact that XRP is a security, they, that case is not going to go anywhere, right? Judge Torres's ruling is pretty airtight, right? I mean, you think about it, it's pretty airtight. And she put it down pretty well. And it's going to be hard for another judge to look at that and overturn that ruling. And that's what's got to happen. A lot of judges don't overturn other judges' rulings unless there's really some malintent there, right? So that's where it is, right? And an appeal is that goes back to the SEC has to show why the ruling was against the law, basically. And it's going to be hard. That's going to be really hard for the SEC to meet that bar after their crypto businesses. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be hard, Big Watch. Like I don't see it. Like they can drag it out as long as they want, but you got to get a court to hear it, right? You got to get a court to take that case, and I don't think they're gonna get a court to take the XRP appeal case, right? I just don't see it. It's not so much about the appeal. It is about keeping other crypto businesses from using the case. Yeah, I mean, obviously, that's what they want. They don't want other crypto businesses to use the case to their advantage. But once the ruling's made, it's law, right? It's law. So somebody can use the Ripple case right now. The ruling from Judge Torres, somebody can use that as their defense right now, because technically it's law until it gets overturned. It's law, and I don't think it ever will get overturned. The attorney says they cannot use it while the appeal is going on. Yeah, but right now, Big Watch, there's no appeal. So if they do get an appeal, then you can't use it. But right now, there's no appeal. Like everything, the judge threw that out. They wouldn't even hear it. So right now, there's no appeal. So until they can get a court to hear that appeal, then it's dead, right? So I don't think a court's going to take the appeal. I don't think a court's going to take it. That's the point. That's why they want to. That's why they want to. That's why they want to hurry up. Yeah, they're going to try to hurry up and get to the appeal. But I just don't think. I was listening to that space yesterday too, Big Watch, and I agree with what the attorneys are saying is they want to get to the appeal as fast as they possibly can. So this, by settling this and settling the other piece, they can get to the appeal faster. It'll be quicker for them to do that, to try to overturn Judge Torres's ruling. But I'm just under the belief that you're not going to get a court to hear it. I mean, they already turned it down once, right? They already turned that down once. They didn't want to hear it. I don't think they're gonna take it. I don't think another court's gonna take it. And the reason I say that is because I don't think the SEC has enough evidence to prove that the court did anything wrong, right? And that's one of the keys that you have to prove in an appeal is that something was wrong. So that the courts did something wrong, the ruling was unjust. And I just don't see another court taking that on. I'll be shocked if another court takes that appeal. I just don't see it. What is the SEC's defense against XRP? What's their defense? They don't really have one at this point. So what can they present to a court? They just don't have a defense. So as long as XRP keeps stacking up these wins, I don't see it. I could be wrong, but I don't see it. And I think that's why you heard the attorneys in that room yesterday celebrating, because I don't think they see it either. I don't think that they can see that they see where the SEC can take this XRP case and win on an appeal, right? And I think I heard one of the attorneys say that is they don't see it. This whole finance, this whole fiasco has been shocking. So I wouldn't put anything past the SEC. They are like crooks, but at the end of the day, I wouldn't put anything past them either. I think that they're going to apply for an appeal. I think they're going to try to push that through. I just, at the end of the day, I have confidence in the legal system that they're not going to hear it. And if they do hear it, there's not enough there to overturn what Torres said in her ruling. I just don't think that there's enough there. And judges don't like to overturn other judges. It sets a bad precedent, because when you overturn a ruling, what you're basically saying is the judge made a mistake, right? And a lot of judges in courts, they don't want to overturn another judge because it just sets a bad precedent for them, unless it's blatant. It's blatant and it's right in your face and you can see it. And that's why an appeal is going to be so hard, Big Watch. It's going to be hard. And Selmo, it's going to be hard. Big Watch and Selmo, an appeal is just going to be very difficult for the SEC to pull off. Because then you have to really get into these Hinman emails. You have to really get into Eastgate, right? You have to really get into a lot of these other things that will come out that'll make the SEC look even worse than what they look like now. on an appeal, because you dig even deeper on an appeal, right? Because Ripple's not going to say, we're going to present the same case that we presented to you on our win. They've already presented that case. They've already proved that point. So now they'll even dig deeper and drill this point home even more. And that's when you're going to get into your whole ETHgate issues. That's when you're going to get into even more of these Hinman emails. That's when you're going to get into a lot more of these dirty things that were going on behind the scenes in the SEC. And they don't want that out there. They didn't want the Hinman emails out there before. So now what's going to happen in an appeal when they start to open up ETHgate? It's going to get nasty. It's going to get dirty. And the SEC isn't ready for that, because the SEC here is the ones that are dirty, right? They're the ones that are dirty. So, I mean, we all know ETHgate happened. It's a real thing. It's not something that's hidden. It really happened. And, so, you don't want to expose that. The SEC doesn't want to get exposed for that. So, and they will, and it will happen, because you can't hide evidence. You can't hide emails. You can't hide the evidence of what happened. And that's why they were so, and I think that's why they fought the original Hinman email so hard, is they didn't want that out there to the general public. They didn't want that backdoor information out there. And it's going to get worse if the appeal goes on. And so I just don't see it. I don't. I think that this thing's over. I think the XRP situation is over. And not to mention, I think that Congress isn't going to allow it to continue. I think by the time the SEC will actually be able to drop an appeal and actually really be able to get into the logistics of an appeal and into court, Dirty Gary will be gone. He's only got maybe a year left, and Dirty Gary will be gone. Raphael, good morning, my brother. Good morning. Happy Friday to you, brother. Happy Friday. I think Dirty Gary will be gone by then. But XRP, so, do they get into this fight? Do they get into this fight? I just don't see it. I don't see it, Big Watch. Selma, I don't see it. Do you see a Selmo? Do you see an appeal coming? Do you think that this thing's going to get appealed and actually be heard in court? Not will they apply for appeal, because that's nothing. They'll apply. Do you think that they'll actually hear it in court? Been missing this kind of live. We here for you, Raphael. We here for you, baby. I hope you and your family are doing well. We here. But do you guys think that the court is actually going to hear this appeal? If the SEC will bring the appeal, but do you think that they'll hear it? Like a court will hear it? I think that's the question is not whether or not will it happen. It's will it actually make it to court? I don't think it'll make it to court, to tell you the truth. I just don't see it. Let's go ahead. Let's take a peek at these bubbles again, guys. We still rolling in green. Let's change this to the hourly. Let's see where we're at right now. Red's coming in. It's coming. I mean, a little bit of a pullback in the market. A little bit, not bad. Yes, I think there are still forces behind the scenes that can make it happen. I think there's always forces behind the scenes that want a certain outcome, right? But I think I don't disagree with you, Big Watch. I think there is forces behind the scenes that really want XRP to be basically buried, right? Um, but I think at the end of the day, the law is the law, and you can't. There's no fight there. I just don't. I don't see. I'm trying to figure out where the SEC is going to go for their appeal. What are they going to say? What are they actually going to say in their appeal? Right? Like what part of that are they going to say is unjust in that Torres' ruling was wrong? Right? You gotta, because that's the SEC's burden to prove, right? It's no longer XRP's burden to prove that they did something wrong. An appeal moves the burden to the SEC to prove that the ruling itself was unjust. And I find it hard to put together an argument where you can say Judge Torres's ruling was unjust and unfair. I don't know. I just maybe I'm missing something, right? Maybe there is a spot there for some leeway. I just I don't see it. I do think that there's forces behind the scenes that really are pretty pissed off that the SEC got it handed to them the way that they got it handed to them. But the SEC's been getting it handed to them for a while now. They got it handed to them when Judge Torres came out with the ruling. They got it handed to him in the Uniswap case. They got it handed to him. They basically got it handed to him already once in the Coinbase case. They got it handed to him in a Grayscale case. I just, I think they're running out of options here. I don't think it's about winning. I don't think it's about winning anymore. Because it's it's pretty apparent, man. It's the win ain't there. About stalling and pushing the final decision back as far as I can. You got a good point there, Big Watch. It could be about stalling. It could be about stalling and pushing this decision back. It very well. I mean, the appeal very well could be about that. That stall tactic. But they can only stall so far, and then eventually regulation is going to pump in and kill all this noise, anyways, right? So, like, do they get there? Do they get to the final case before regulation kicks in too? That's another thing you got to look at, right? Because regulation can kill all of this, right? You know what I mean? Regulation just make all of this a non-issue, right? But if they do, I think there's a part of it that's about pushing it back. There's a part of it that's about stalling the process. But there's another part of it that's about sometimes you gotta take your loss and you gotta go home, because the more and more you fight, the more and more stupid you look. And if we know one thing about any government, I don't care what it is, I don't care what government it is, the one thing that they hate more than anything is to look dumb. And right now the SEC looks dumb. And if they continue to fight, they're gonna look stupider. They're gonna look dumber. They're gonna look dumber. They really are. So I think there's a lot of that at play too, and I think that Congress isn't happy with where the SEC is right now, and ultimately they're the ones who pay the bills, right? So there's some of that at play too. Go ahead and look at some of these tokens, guys. Jasmine, 003-119, doing great. I put out a post the other day about Jasmy. Maybe it was probably yesterday. You know, Jasmy's listed on almost every single exchange that you could possibly be listed on, which is, you know, doesn't seem like a big deal to a lot of people, but it's kind of a big deal when it comes to accessibility, right? How many people can accept? How many people have access to your token? Where can they buy it? Where can they sell it? Where can the average investor buy it and sell it? A lot of it's on the exchange. And so Jasmy's doing well. It's holding on, man. It's holding on. Had some negative publicity with it for a minute, but it's definitely moving in the right direction, right? We got Maine sitting out. Maine busted through a zero yesterday. It continues to hold that zero that it ate. Sitting at 1 penny here, 1189. It ate that zero, continues to hold on to that. There's a little sell off here, which you would expect once you bust that zero. You know, people sitting there 10x, they're up 10x. A lot of these guys on their money. So when you look at it, it's you know, there's natural profit taking going on right now, but they're actually holding pretty well. With a big run up like this, you would expect a little bit more of a pullback, but they're actually holding up not too bad. So definitely, you know, we covered Maine here a while ago when it first came out, and you know, it definitely holding up pretty well. It went on a massive run over the past couple of days, 10x over the past couple of days. So you look at let's look at Bone down to 73 cents. Definitely not in my buy zone again. I'm gonna wait. I think there's more pullback in Bone. I'm definitely gonna wait. I'm gonna wait here. It was down in that 70-cent range, teetering on that 69-cent range. I'm gonna hold off a little bit. I think there's more pullback here. You know, I just don't think that Shibarium is completely ready to rock and roll. I don't think that Shib is dead. I don't think that Bone is dead. I don't think that Shibarium's dead. I just think that they're building. It's going to take them a minute to build, and they probably this was failure, right? They came out way too early. They weren't ready, and now they're trying to recoup. They're trying to recoup what they've lost, right? And as far as community sentiment, as far as price action, you know, you lose a lot when you when you come out a little too early. You know, MMAI is still sitting at it's had a little push up, sitting at 30.1452. Last time we talked, it was at 30.13 something. Little push up here. Looks like there's some price action coming in. So it's had a little push up in the past 24 hours. So, you know, you get the wallet out, probably be some more positive sentiment there. Shib/Bone, Shib/Bone, Pepe will all pump next bull. I think so too, Ken. I think so too. I'm still not calling Pepe dead. You know, and I'll tell you why here in a minute. We can look at it. I'm still not calling Pepe dead. It's on life support, but it's not dead. But you know, here's the thing. They're still sitting on 318K in 24-hour volume. In 318K in 24-hour volume, a lot of projects would beg for that volume. You know, I mean, we can match this volume up, right? So you look at Pepe, right? Pepe's a meme token, right? Let's just the last token that I pulled up, right? You look at Pepe, right? Pepe is a meme token. You're looking at 318K in volume, right? You look at MMAI, right? And I'm not throwing shade at anybody. I just want to compare the two, right? You're looking at, 1.13K in volume, 24-hour volume, right? So if we're calling Pepe dead and it still has 318K in volume, there's a lot of other tokens that are dead as well. I mean, you're not pushing 318K of volume in 24 hours because people don't understand who you are, right? So you got to put things in perspective when you look at it. And Pepe's also on a ton of exchanges, So again, we talk about the ease of use for Jasmy because it's on so many exchanges, right? It's the same with Pepe. Pepe's on almost all the tier 1 exchanges. Like Ken says here, it's brand awareness, right? People are going to buy this because it's easy to buy on these exchanges. Pepe did, I think you bloody dead beam. You call it what you want. They're pushing volume, and you can't take that away from them. You just can't take it away. Like, you can say a lot, but you just can't take that away. Maine might give you a few bucks, but don't expect much. I don't know. Maine's volume's coming up, right? It's coming up. So, I just, we can't discount Pepe and the volume that it has, right? There's volume there that you just can't ignore that. Retail investors know the name, and it's name and it's ease of use, right? So, I mean, when you look at 300K, what's Jasmy doing, right? Let's look at Jasmy. What's his 24-hour volume? I mean, let's just keep matching it up, right? Let's go right down the line. Jasmy's only doing 41K in 24-hour volume, right? Jasmy's only doing 41K, right? Bone is only doing 113K, right? So Bone is actually doing more volume than Jasmy, right? So so when you look at it, it's not even, we can look at this in two different ways. I mean, you have to understand, like, what's Maine doing, right? Maine's doing 59K in 24-hour volume. Maine's doing more volume than Jasmy as well. So, not as much as Bone, but it's strictly almost in between Bone and Jasmy. So you just can't discount the numbers. The numbers are the numbers. The math is the math, and it is what it is. Hey, GG, is that Pepe volume? Is that Pepe volume coming from trading? Yeah, it's 24-hour trading volume. It's from what's coming off the exchanges. It's from what's coming off the DEX. Daniel on that Pepe, and that Pepe Kool-Aid, like I'm on. No, I'm just looking at the numbers. I'm just looking at the numbers. Pepe is on so many exchanges. It will run. Yeah, I think so too. It's brand awareness and it's ease of use, right? This is the advantage of being on exchange. One of the advantages of being on exchanges. is a lot of people, we're in DeFi, right? We're in DeFi. So we understand DeFi. A lot of people that are new to this game, they're only going to exchanges. So if you're not listed on an exchange, guess what? They ain't buying your token. It's that simple. Uh, RJ over here, Kool-Aid. It ain't about Kool-Aid. It's about the numbers. The numbers are the numbers. You can't argue with the numbers. I got a bomb. Full of MMAI. MMAI to smoke. Ken says he got a bong full of MMAI to smoke, but brand names stay in people's head. Yeah, you're right, they do. And a lot of people aren't coming to DeFi, right? Like they're just not. And if you're not in exchanges, they're not buying your token. I'm far from even worried about any meme tokens. I never owned I've never owned Pepe. I missed it. Yeah, I owned it. I have a very small bag of Pepe still. I took a lot of profits off of Pepe. I did well on it. So I did well, but you just can't discount the numbers, right? Like it's doing volume. The 24-hour volume is important. If people aren't buying and selling your token, where's your price action coming from? Where's that coming from? And if people aren't buying and selling it, how are you going to run, right? How are you going to run? And that's why when you look at these things, 24-hour volume is important. And it's obvious, if people want to pump money into Pepe and they want to pump it into main, and tokens like that, them are the tokens that are going to pump. It's where the money's at. It's where the money's going, right? So, just kind of is what it is. I would rather see all the money go straight to utility tokens as well, but guess what? That's just not the case. That's not the world we live in when it comes to crypto. People like memes, and they're going to continue to pump money into memes. It's just that's the world we live in. Neroni sitting at 31 cents, 31.54. A little bit of a pullback from its run up to 50 cents. A little bit of a pullback here in Neroni, but definitely not worried too much about Neroni. They do have they came out yesterday on Twitter and said that they have an announcement coming soon. I'm excited to hear what that announcement is. I think it's going to be a big announcement. They've delivered on every single announcement that they've had so far. So I definitely am thinking that this is going to be a big one here. But we'll see. They said within a couple of days. So hopefully over the weekend. That dump from 54 to 31. Yeah, I mean, I would expect people to take profit. It's like Logan Paul. Week 3 billion on pay-per-view. Not because buyers like, yeah, I agree, Ken. It's not because people know him, right? You know what I mean? People know him, and they're gonna buy brand recognition. They're gonna buy the brand. It's Pepe's doing more volume. Like this board that I have over here, right? Pepe's probably doing more volume. Pepe's not probably. It is doing more volume than 90% of the tokens that are on this board right here. It's you just can't discount that. That's a dump from 54 to 31. Yeah, I'm not worried about that dump. It did go 54. I'd expect people to take profits here. It went up. Waiting to see what they come out with here in the next couple of days. I think it's going to be big. They're still sitting right around a 6 point. They're doing 6.3K in 24-hour volume. So they're doing a decent amount. And they got 1.2K holders. So Neroni's doing well. Can't wait to see what their next utility is. Next one here is Stewie. Big dump here. A couple days ago, you see this big red candle. This all came out of one wallet. This all came out of one wallet. It's been recovering pretty good ever since. Mint and green candles all the way up ever since. So I'm not worried here either. I think it'll definitely recover. It'll recover. That'll recover as well. Not too worried about that. It always has recovered. It will recover. Like I said, that all came out of one wallet, so not too worried about that. Once we get in the bull run, and in ETH and in Bitcoin, and in some altcoins pop, people will risk those profits in the shitcoin. Yeah, you're gonna take people will always take their profit. People, not always, but a lot of people will take their profits. They'll put them in lower market cap plays, and try to double and triple 10x their money, right? So that's why I always say there's always a spot in crypto for meme coins. There's always a spot in crypto for low market cap tokens. It's gonna happen. There's a place in crypto for that. People will get wrecked. A lot of people will get wrecked too. We've seen that in the last bull. A lot of people got riggedy wrecked, and rug pulled and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, there's a place in crypto for meme coins. I don't think that they're dead. I don't think they're going anywhere. I think we will see a run. It'll be based off the bull run. It will be based off a lot of utility. It'll be based off of sustainability in these altcoins. But meme coins aren't going anywhere. Everybody's on that SHIB Doge dream, and it's that dream still lives in a lot of people's heads. We just been around long enough to know the chances of another SHIB run is probably not that great, right? It's just not. When it comes to the percent of gains, there's been nobody that's matched as many zeros as SHIB has dropped. There's been nobody. There's been people that have beaten them in market caps. There's been people that have surpassed SHIB in market caps and market cap things like that. But when it comes to actual percent gain, nobody's been able to even come close to Shiba Inu as far as many zeros as it's taken off the board. Not even close. I think, what is it, 6 zeros SHIB took off the board, something like that. Nobody else has taken off that many zeros. Nobody else has minted. Nobody else has minted as many millionaires in the cryptocurrency market as SHIB. I'll never take that away from SHIB. Even though I'm disappointed in where they're at, I'll never take that away from them. Dump like that is a small market cap project is what I'm not buying any new projects. Yeah, I mean it's hard to buy. It's hard to buy. Projects you got to know. 2WYCE. Good morning, my brother. SHIB ETF could happen. I could see a SHIB ETF happening. Big Watch asked earlier about an XRP ETF. The only reason I'm not ready to jump on an XRP ETF is just because I think Ripple will get an IPO first. But I could see that once the ETFs have a clear road to approval, I can see SHIB getting one. I can see a lot of the top 50 tokens getting one, or either being in a package to get, or being packaged together in one. Two of you gotta hit that like button. That's right, Timsky. 2 of you guys gotta smash that like button. 2 eyes for what? 2 eyes. All right. So 2 eyes. Uh twice. Twice what's up? Twice. What's up? Okay, that's what it is. Twice. What's up? So um yeah, I mean, I don't know. I can see a mixture of them ETFs coming. I can see a bundle. A bundle. I would love to see a bundled ETF. But like you take like 4 or 5 altcoins and you put them in. Um and you bundle them up and you make an ETF. I think it'd be successful. Yeah, they in the cut. They can at least come in and hit the like button, you know. Uh Gary, can't you see XRP is not a security? That's right, Selmo. I agree, man. I agree 100%. I agree 100% twice. I agree 100%. 100. Crypto Mike, how are you? How are you? Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope everything is going well. I hope everything is going well for you, Mike. Twice. You got me with that one, man. I was trying to figure that out. I was like, that means something. But yeah, Selma, it's not a security, baby. But yeah, all right, guys. I'm gonna let you guys go. We went extended time here. Let's take a quick look at this market before we leave. You know, we're on an hour here. It seems to be pretty level. You know, Bitcoin sitting at 29,879. I think it's going to pump back up to the 30s today. I think we'll touch 30. I don't think we'll get much above 30 though. I think 30 is that rejection point where it'll start to come back down. Looking at Ethereum staying above that 1,600 level at $1,615. Definitely, I definitely think that that Ethereum staying above that 1,600 today. XRP is at 51.8. It's been basically here all morning. Might see a push up there. Might see a push up there today. But you know, I'm definitely watching XRP today. Definitely watching the market as a whole today. I think the market's gonna run today. For some reason, I just think it's gonna. I think it's gonna go. Pump that main. Main's doing his thing, man. Main is definitely doing his thing. Like when we looked at it earlier, it's definitely doing his thing. Main is impressive right now. You know, to come through that zero, to take that zero off the board and hold it where it is, definitely impressive. I talk trash. I talk trash today, laughing out loud. Happy Friday. We all talk trash every day, but happy Friday, Doc. I need a 10x main, but probably a 3x. Hey, a 3x is better than a negative 3x. So, you know, I mean, anytime you're making money, you're on a positive side. That's the way I look at it. Anytime you're making money, you're good. Everybody wants that pump, but you know, to me, as long as you're in the green, you're good, right? Green is good. But definitely the market looks good today. Guys, have a great weekend. You know, have a great weekend. Enjoy the wins when you can get them. And XRP gave us a great win. Gave us a great win this past day. And you know, just enjoy it, right? And you know, enjoy what you got going on. Enjoy what you're invested in. Main is that thing. Yeah, Maine is doing well, Selma. You know, I you know, people make, there's a lot of money to be made there. You know, a lot of money to be made in Maine. A lot of money to be made in Stewie. These meme tokens, you can still make money here, right? I think there's money to be made in Neroni. Definitely money to be made in Neroni. I think there's a lot of money to be made, you know. So let's make sure we're making some money. Let's make sure we're being smart. Mr. P, great to have you. But everybody have a great weekend, man. Enjoy the wins, enjoy the XRP win, enjoy the main win, enjoy anything that's pumping. Hex, guys, Hex. If you were in a Hex and you got in it when it was down at 98%, when we were talking about it, and you're up 60-something% on the week, enjoy that. Enjoy your wins, guys, because this bear market has been long. It's been hard, it's been rough, and it's been brutal on a lot of people. So anytime you can get some wins, enjoy them, appreciate them, and go into the weekend, positive attitude. I think we'll have a good weekend in crypto, and enjoy yourself. Go touch grass, go get outside, go enjoy your families, things like that. So with that, guys, have a great weekend. Great conversation today. Appreciate every single one of you guys. Appreciate the conversation. Great conversation today. I love this stream today. So with that, guys, I'm out. Have a great weekend. See you guys Monday morning on here. And don't forget to go check out my boy Timski over there on his channel as well. And he goes right before me. So make sure you go check him out as well. So with that, guys, I'm out. Bye.